Hindenburg Research, a limited liability company, which was established in 2017, was inspired by the Hindenburg disaster of 1937. Hindenburg Research, an investment research firm which specializes in forensic financial research, was founded by Nathan Anderson. Anderson graduated from the University of Connecticut, previously drove an ambulance in Jerusalem, Israel, before joining the finance sector. Hindenburg disaster. On 6 May, 1937, a German airship named Hindenburg catches fire and 35 people lose their life in the incident. This disaster is considered to be a man-made disaster. There was huge quantity of hydrogen gas in the airship, and 97 people were traveling on the airship carrying the most flammable element on the planet. The airship consisted of 16 gigantic cotton bags that contained 7 million cubic feet of hydrogen. Hindenburg Research. The founder of Hindenburg Research established the organization with the objective to prevent the financial man-made disasters and save people from financial losses. Just like the Hindenburg disaster was a man-made one and could have been prevented, saving the people's life. Nathan had earlier joined hands with Harry Markopolos, and revealed the biggest financial fraud in history, which is known as Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme. The Hindenburg Research Company is a short-selling company which makes its profit from the short-selling strategy, which is accompanied by their research on financial frauds. Hindenburg Company carries out deep strategical researches on any company that it suspects of carrying out financial frauds. Their researches may be carried on for years and of various patterns. Once the research is carried out and concrete evidences are found, they flash the reports on the social handles and news channels, which leads to the terrific fall in the share prices of the company. Biggest reports of Hindenburg. Nikola case. Hindenburg had released a report on the 10th of September 2020, titled, Nikola: How to Parlay an Ocean of Lies into a Partnership with the Largest Auto OEM in America. It resulted in a fall of Nikola's market valuation from $34 billion to only $1.34 billion, an immediate resignation of the founder and executive chairman Trevor Milton, followed by investigation by U.S. Security and Exchange, SEC, and Department of Justice, DOJ. Wins Finance. Hindenburg came up with a report on 17 June 2020, against Wins Finance, stating that a company subsidiary in China was subject to a RMB 350 million asset freeze which had not been disclosed to U.S. investors. It resulted in Wins Finance getting delisted from Nasdaq. Genius Brands. On June 5, 2020, Hindenburg wrote that Genius Brands, a company then trading at about $6.86 per share, would soon fall to a $1.50 stock due to extreme retail euphoria and pending dilution. By the end of July, its shares were trading at $1.50, a decline of almost 80%. China Metal Resources Utilization. On May 17, 2020, Hindenburg wrote about China Metal Resources utilization, calling it a zombie company with 100% downside. Few months after the Hindenburg report, Ernst & Young withdrew as auditor and its shares fell by 90%. SC Works. Hindenburg came up with a report on April 17, 2020, about SC Works, stating, evidence points to its massive COVID-19 test deal being completely bogus, price target back to $2.25 or lower. It resulted that SC Works was halted by the SEC on the same day as Predictive Technologies in late April, as mentioned on Hindenburg website. There are many such investigative operations, carried out successfully on various companies doing financial frauds. The latest investigation report by Hindenburg Research was published on January 24, 2023, and it's against the world's third richest man, Gautam Shantilal Adani. Hindenburg wrote, Adani Group: How the world's third richest man is pulling the largest con in corporate history. Hindenburg in its report accused the Adani Group of accounting fraud, stock manipulation, and money laundering, corruption, theft of taxpayers' fund and offshore shell companies. The report alleges Rajesh Adani, younger brother of Gautam Adani, accusing Adani Group of evading 1,000 crore rupees taxes in diamond trade. The report further alleges Samir Vora, brother-in-law of Gautam Adani, that he was the ringleader of a diamond trading scam. The Hindenburg report further accused Vinod Adani, the elder brother of Gautam Adani, of traveling to various countries to create offshore shell companies to engage them in money laundering. Hindenburg has identified 38 Mauritius-based shell companies that are controlled by Vinod Adani. The legal team of Adani had threatened Hindenburg Research to carry out legal action against them, to which Hindenburg Research replied, "Bring it on." By its statement, Hindenburg challenges Adani Group to go ahead with the legal actions, as it would even make easier for Hindenburg to expose Adani, by demanding the list of documents they were unable to obtain, in the legal discovery process. The Hindenburg report have triggered a massive impact on the Adani Group stocks and its market value. Adani Group had to lose $120 billion days after the report and had to cancel its FPO, worth $2.5 billion, even after the FPO being fully subscribed. Swiss investment bank, Credit Suisse, assigned a zero lending value for the bonds sold by Adani Ports and SEZ, Adani Green Energy, and Adani Electricity Mumbai. Soon after the Hindenburg report, Gautam Adani, who was ranked third in the world's richest billionaire list, as per the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, has now dropped to 21st position. Hindenburg has predicted 85% fall in the Adani Group stock, and calls the Adani Group's face value to be overvalued. Hindenburg Research impacts hard on any company that it targets for revealing financial frauds and comes up with its research report. Because the research work of Hindenburg is very concrete and they come up with evidence for their statements and allegations. Also based on their own report, Hindenburg practices the method of short selling on the investigated company, to earn very good profits. Hindenburg had done the same for Adani Group, but this time Hindenburg have invested on the bonds of Adani Group, rather than the shares because they don't have a license to trade in shares in India.